Hello and welcome to Laurice's Kitchen. Today I'm completing another viewer request, and this one's going international with classic Ukrainian borscht. Now, I've been told that my heavy use of butter, potatoes, and onions does resemble Russian cuisine, but this is actually the first Russian dish that I've made. Well, technically it's the second, because I made the test batch of borscht yesterday to make sure it tasted right. Now, if you're Russian and your borscht is different from this, please feel free to include a recipe in the comments below. This particular recipe came from Natasha's kitchen, and I'll include a link to her website. So without any more stalling, let's get started. To get started with this borscht, we're going to need some beets. This is 1.5 pounds of beets that I've trimmed and scrubbed very clean. I boiled them in 10 cups of water until they were soft and easily pierced with a knife, and now they're cooling. Once they're completely cool, I'll peel them and slice them into julienne strips on the mandolin. We'll also be prepping about 3 pounds of potatoes, a half a head of cabbage, 2 carrots, and onions. We're going to be cooking all of this in the beet liquid along with 6 cups of broth. Now, this is my vegetable bouillon broth, but you could use chicken broth. We'll be flavoring it with lemon juice, ketchup, salt, pepper, bay leaves, and fresh dill. So let's get this beet liquid back over to the stove and start prepping these vegetables. I've got this beet liquid back on over medium-high heat. I'm going to add in the broth and the potatoes and the bay leaves. We're going to simmer this gently until the potatoes are tender for probably close to 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, this is going down in the broth so that I don't splash this. This will go red everywhere. And the bay leaves. Okay, you'll notice that I'm using a red nylon spoon. If we used a wooden spoon, this would probably get stained pretty badly. And I'm going to be sauteing these carrots and onions in this skillet in about 4 tablespoons of oil. They're going to saute for probably 5 to 6 minutes until they're nice and tender. Then I'm going to add in the ketchup to flavor those. Once these potatoes are just about halfway done, so probably at the 8 to 9 minute mark, we're going to add the cabbage into this pot so that it can wilt and cook. I'm going to season this with about a teaspoon of salt, probably a half teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper. Okay, I can just start to poke into these potatoes, so these are about halfway done, so I'm going to add the cabbage. Okay, this has been about 3 to 4 minutes. Let's go ahead and add in the ketchup. I don't want these to be too soft. Okay, turn off the heat. And I'm going to put these beets in about now. This has been about 2 more minutes. Okay, these potatoes are tender all the way through, so I'm going to add the last of the ingredients, the sauteed carrots and onions, the lemon juice, and the fresh dill. And we're going to cook this for an additional about 5 minutes, just for all the flavors to combine. All right, let's get this carefully plated up. Up to this point, this particular borscht is vegan. Now it's vegetarian. All right, it's time to give this borscht a try. Now I know it tastes really good, and probably when I speak, my entire mouth will be pink. Delicious. Hopefully I don't burn my mouth. This stupid ice cream truck. Our island ice cream truck.